is. So, everybody's paying attention or we won't do this. All right, so we got to do some scientific notation operations here. So on Friday we talked about if we're going to simplify this, we will probably want to multiply these guys. So that's easy, don't need a calculator, that's 12, at least I hope we don't need a calculator. And then I'm going to look at these. Now I got 7 of them and 8 of them, so altogether I have 15 of them. And if I put this down,
that's not scientific notation.
It's not scientific notation. Sometimes things work out great and sometimes they don't work out so great. So you have to pay attention. Instead of 12, this has to be a 1.2, right?
Yep.
Now, this number went down in size. So this guy is going to have to go up to keep it all balanced. And that would be the 100% answer. That'll get you personal credit because it's right. It just isn't finished. All right, now we're going to sketch this on a number line. So I can't put a dot in infinity, so I'll just put a dot at -1. And what about that dot?
So
It's going to be colored in because it has a bracket. Then I'm going to shade somewhere.
To the right.
All the way to the right. Boys and girls, that's where positive infinity is, right out here? So you're going to go that way. Now, this is the backwards of that. I gave you the picture. Now you're going to give me the interval. So we've got 2 numbers this time. Make sure you separate them with a comma and put them in order. And then since that is an open circle, and since that is a closed circle, there we go.
On number 1, why did we make it have a point, a decimal?
Because scientific notation, that number has to be between 1 and 10. Yep, that's why. This is scientific notation. Yep, we gotta have it scientific notation. All right, so now we're gonna simplify this mess. Now this is a big scary looking problem. I would suggest that the first thing you do, and again, it doesn't matter, but you might want to take care of all this stuff in here first. There's a lot going on in there. So let's look at the x's. What happens to that?
It goes to the bottom.
It comes down because it has a negative
3
exponent. Now wait, 3 of them are coming down, but there's already 4 down there. So now we're going to have 7 on the bottom because these 3 are coming down. Now, nothing is moving with the y's, but I have 4 on the top and 3 on the bottom, so that means I'm going to have 1 on the top. And then there aren't any other z's, so we just have that. But don't forget, we still need to square it, right? So that means we're going to square everything. So this is going to become y squared. Now be careful. Don't be silly. This means z to the 5th times z to the 5th. That's z, 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 z. How many z's are there all together if you wrote them all out? 10. There aren't going to be 25 of them. There's 10 of them. This is z, 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 z. There's 10 of them. Same thing down here. We got z or x to the 7th times x to the 7th. That's x to the 14th. Now, there are no properties on the quiz. You will be tested over these, so we need to know them. I thought while we were practicing, we'd go ahead and practice these, but they are not on the quiz. What property says if you add 0, you get the identical thing? It's called the additive identity. What property is B?
Distributive.
Yeah, if you don't get that one, it's hopeless. That's the distributive property. What about on the bottom? Please be careful. Yes, that is associative. When you abbreviate associative, let's abbreviate it that way. And why is that associative? Because the grouping changed, not the order. It's 453, 453. Everything stayed in exactly the same order, we just moved the parentheses, right? Marita, you chewing gum? I need a full-size, non-generic box of Kleenex. Okay, tomorrow, full-size, non-generic with the government. Non-generic means no Kroger brand. We want puffs of
Like
Kleenex.
this?
No, don't
That
give us
is
any of that one
generic.
ply.
No, but in that size.
Yeah, that's a full-size box.